Good morning and welcome to another edition of our MLB DFS Pitcher Picks, brought to you by ResearchFantasy.com. I'm your host, Nick from CWE, and I want to bring three pitchers to the table that I'm going to be using in my tournament lineups tonight. Let's get things started off with Jeff Hoffman of the Colorado Rockies, 13-2 fantasy draft, 7,100 FanDuel, 6,600 on DraftKings. After a really solid start to the season, a huge dip in production, Jeff Hoffman has been coming back to form as of late. Price has dropped significantly, and the Marlins are a middle-of-the-road opponent that I'm not entirely afraid of outside of Giancarlo Stanton. I think if you want to save some money at the pitching position today, you can do a lot worse than Jeff Hoffman, who will not be pitching in Coors tonight. Next up, let's go with Hyun-Jin Ryu, 18-8 fantasy draft, 8,200 FanDuel, 9,700 on DraftKings. If this was the beginning of the year, there's no way we would be looking his way, but he's turned his ship around as well this year. We saw Rich Hill have an overall solid night despite giving up two runs last night. He did strike out 9, which is always a sign we want to see. We know the Padres are a team that can strike out against left-handed pitching, and I like the idea of running Ryu out there in all formats tonight. Lastly, let's finish things up with Aaron Nola, 20,100 on Fantasy Draft, 9,500 FanDuel, 10-4 on DraftKings. The Mets have been tearing the cover off of the baseball of late, and that does concern me to an extent, but I am firmly a believer that Aaron Nola is going to be a huge pitching name in the next few years. He's been pitching extremely well this year. I am not that afraid of the Mets lineup. Nola has very solid stuff, and even though his price is higher than I think we all expected it to be this year, I will gladly play him in a lot of my lineups tonight. Once again, to wrap things up, Jeff Hoffman, Hyun-Jin Ryu, Aaron Nola, those are my favorite plays. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Check us out at ResearchFantasy.com. Follow us on Twitter at ResearchAndWin, and join us again tomorrow.